Who's with me? Does your inbox feel like a war zone? Now, we all get constant notifications, countless unread emails, and the never-ending stress that comes with a full inbox. Now, what if I told you with just 3 numbers, you can get rid of all of that and get to inbox 0 and be as stress-free as possible? Well, in this video, let's chat about the system I use to get to inbox 0. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Russell, and this is Let's Chat Tech with Nick. Now, like everybody, I want to be as productive as possible, and when it comes to my email, or when it came to my email, that was something that took forever. Countless emails came in, and I would sit down, try to spend 10 minutes. Next thing I know, that was an hour-long journey, and then I would start working. Next thing I know, I would get a notification, look back at my inbox, and start going through more emails again. And this happened over and over and over again. Now, instead of focusing on my work, I was so focused on my email, my work was taking me significantly longer to get rid of. That's until I found a system on how to take care of all of my emails and get to inbox 0 almost every single day. So that's what we're going to chat about today. Now, the method I started using was something called the 3-21-0 method. And I first heard of this from Ali Abdaal in, coincidentally enough, an email. And the system actually comes from Kevin Kruse. And the book, I don't want to get this wrong, that he wrote is Great Leaders Have No Rules. Now, this method is taking 3 times a day to check your emails, checking them only 21 minutes a session, and that will in turn get you to inbox 0. So let's dive a little bit further into this method and how it can help you get to inbox 0 as well. So let's break this down. Now, the first step is time blocking, and it's planning when you're going to check your emails. Now, I used to do this twice a day, and I've added a third like this method talks about, and I found it helps significantly. So when you do your planning, so for me, I do my planning on Sundays. I actually time block 21, well, they're blocked in half hours, but I set the timer for 21 minutes. So the first thing in the morning when I get to my desk, I have a block set out to check email. And then just before I head to lunch, I'll check it again for another 20 minutes. And then at the end of my day. Now, you could do that however you see fit and what works for you, but having those 3 time blocks will significantly help you be a lot more productive throughout the day. Now, the key is actually sticking to those time blocks. So the best method to do that is actually setting a timer. So using a focus mode on your laptop or your phone, setting a timer on your watch, or even setting a timer on your phone, whatever works best for you. Set that timer for 21 minutes. Go through your emails, check everything that you need to check. The newsletters you can file into whatever folder you have set up. But as long as you're sticking to those time blocks and those 3 set times a day, this 3 sessions to check your emails, you're good to go. Now, one thing that'll help is actually setting or creating an old inbox folder. And this is going to act like an archive folder. Or what you can do is use the method that I use. I use the pair method in my email. So I have 4 folders. I have projects, areas, resources, and archive. So all the emails that you don't need, could be newsletters, whatever the case may be, can go right into the archive folder. If you want to use something as a resource, something to reference back again, so say there's a newsletter that you like reading. So Ali Abdaal talked about this 3-21-0 method. That's something that I have in my resource folder. So I could quickly search that using the search in Gmail, and that'll pop up easily, but that goes into the resources. An area folder is something that you're going to use on a continual basis. So if you get an email and you need to refer back to it quite often for a project you're doing, you could put it in there. That leads me to projects. Projects is kind of like your email to-do list. So emails that come in that you have to take care of right away, that'll get filed into your projects. And ultimately what this does is this will leave your actual inbox to be at 0. So you have your full 4 folders or just the one archive old inbox folder that you can reference easily, and having your inbox completely at 0. Now here's a little homework for you. So in order to make this work, I want you to do these things as soon as you're done watching this video. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go into your Gmail or your Outlook, whatever it is that you use, or even your Notion mail now. And I want you to set up a folder for old inbox, or if you want to be a little more in depth, do like I do and set up 4 folders using the para method. 1 for projects, 1 for areas, 1 for resources, and 1 for archive. Now, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to time block out your week. So this is something you could do in Todoist if you use that. Create a reoccurring task and have it timed every weekday at 8 a.m. for 21 minutes. And you can do that every weekday at noon for 21 minutes. And same thing in the evening, or whatever times works for you. But actually go in and set those times. If you don't use Todoist, you could set a block in your calendar, set that for the week, and you could actually have that reoccurring in whatever calendar app you use, or just duplicate them all the way throughout the week. And then going forward, as you plan out your week, that's something that you're going to get into the habit. You're going to block those 3 times out, so you don't have to worry about it again. And what you're going to do is you're going to set a timer on your phone, and from there, as you check your emails, set it for 21 minutes, and that's it. As soon as that beep goes off, that alarm goes off, you're done. It's time to focus on whatever task you have at hand for that day, and then you check your email the next time. And at the end of the day, the last thing you need to do is enjoy inbox 0. I keep wanting to say Todoist 0, but that's something for another video. And that's all I have for you today. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you give the 3-21-0 a method, and hopefully that helps you get to inbox 0. If you like this video, please feel free to like, subscribe, and all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you on the next video.